hello.
Hello,
Hi, good morning.
good morning.
Are you able to hear me and see me clearly?
Yes, yes, I am able to hear you and see you clearly. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Could you please help me with your name?
Yes, sir. Ma'am, my name is Saraswati Naik.
Saraswati? Right. Saraswati, right?
Yes, my name is Saraswati.
Okay, perfect. Great to meet you, Saraswati, and welcome to English Yari. I hope you are excited for your demo session as I am.
Yes, yes, really, I am very excited, and this is my first day.
Perfect. And this is your demo session, right?
Yes,
Okay, perfect, perfect. Very nice to meet you. And let me start by giving you a quick introduction, and then you can also introduce yourself, and then we can take the discussion forward. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
All right. So, Saraswati, my name is Mopriya, and I'm a soft skills trainer and a communication coach from Pune. I had been working in the corporate sector for the last 11 years, and for the last 5 years, I am working as a full time trainer. So, I have done my certifications from Indian Leadership Academy, and currently, I'm working as an independent coach. So, the best part about my job is that I keep meeting interesting individuals like you and help you through your communication journey. And in my free time, I love traveling, I love cooking, and I also spend a lot of time with my friends and family. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yes, ma'am. Nice to hear you. But your voice is sometimes breaking. I'm not able to hear you properly sometimes only.
I'm not sure why that is happening. If you have a earphone or something, you can try that. Probably, because of a earphone or a headphone,
E-
sometimes this can
Even
happen.
your, video is also frozen.
Okay. We are actually on a new platform, so probably that's why we are facing a little issue, like it's the first day that we are using this platform. So maybe that's the
Okay.
reason, but for me both our videos are fine, and I can also hear you and see you clearly.
Okay. Yes. Now it's fine.
Are you
Yeah.
now it's fine? Can you hear me and see me now properly?
Yes, yes. I'm able to hear you and see you properly now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, Saraswati, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Saraswati, and I am connecting to you from Mumbai city. And basically, I belong to Uttar Pradesh. And my education is I am BA BEd. And apart from that, I also completed my web designing course, but worked in one particular software, that is Photoshop, for 15 years. But nowadays, I am a full-time homemaker and simultaneously running my YouTube channel. Yeah,
Okay, that's
that's
wonderful.
all
And
about
what is okay, wonderful. Which part of Mumbai are you from?
western part of the Mumbai I live.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
And what is your YouTube channel all about? Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, my channel name is Humming Space, and there I create some short videos. Earlier I was uploading grammar related portion, but nowadays I am working on my communication skill. So last 5 months I only upload conversational videos on my channel.
Okay, okay. And
Yeah.
how do you make these conversational videos?
Through Skype application. There are lots of co-learners, and even I provided my mail ID on my YouTube channel. So many person contact me through that.
Wonderful. That's great. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, how many subscribers do you have by now?
Now I have 1,401 subscribers.
One. Excellent. Very nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about your growing up years? What about your childhood, your school life? Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh yes. Actually, I if I talk about my childhood, so as my father was working in military, so I was not lived in one particular place. I lived many places. So even my studied also completed different school, not only one single school. So from
Mm-hmm.
first standard to third standard, I used to study in Kendriya Vidyalaya, and
Mm-hmm.
suddenly we were shifted in village.
Mm-hmm.
So from fourth standard to graduation, I completed my study in Hindi medium only.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And after completing my graduation, we shifted in Mumbai because at that time my father's transfer was in Mumbai. So because of that reason, we shifted in Mumbai. And from now, we live in Mumbai. Like 25 years, I have been in Mumbai.
From then, not from
Yes,
now, from then.
from then, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I completed my BA degree from Mumbai University.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So, how has your experience in all your schools been like? Which one do you feel was the best experience, or do you feel equally about all the schools that you have been to?
All experience are good, some good
Mm-hmm.
are some bad, I can say. But when I joined, when I got admission in BA, so
Mm-hmm.
it was totally new experience for me because suddenly I came to Mumbai and got admission in Mumbai University. And all my college was in Juhu. That was one of the best B.Ed college, and because my percentage was good, and because of that I got admission in that college. So I faced lot of difficulties because every students were speaking English. Even professors also used to speak in English. But my college was vernacular medium, means my professor gave lecture in three languages: Hindi, Marathi and English.
Mm-hmm.
My subject was English. So in my English period, professor always used to speak in English only. And at that time there was no one my friend, because I was very shy nature. And even I was not feel comfortable to talk with other. So no one was my friend. But when first semester result came, I got the highest mark in English subject. So my English professor introduced to other students. She came from village, because of that she is not able to speak, otherwise she can write well.
Mm-hmm.
And after that lots of students became my friend.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Very nice. Okay, so Saraswati, why don't you tell me what are the reasons for which you are wanting to join English Yari?
First of all, as I earlier I was working
Mm-hmm.
in Photoshop. Means there was not a big company; it's a very small. But I was working there for
Mm-hmm.
15 years. In
Mm-hmm.
COVID time, I left my job,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the habit of working from 9 to 8. And
Mm-hmm.
in COVID time, I suddenly sit at home,
Mm-hmm.
and my daughter was also at that time 5 year old. So I used to teach her. And I thought that I should also again connect with English, because English was my favorite subject from my childhood.
Right.
So I think that now I am at home, so I should utilize this time. And
Mm-hmm.
even I can also work on my communication skill. And you can say I am fulfilling my dream now. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So, what kind of activities do you generally do in order to improve your language?
Um, Ma'am, I just started to speak this language last 5 or 6 months
Mm-hmm.
before only. And for enhance my communication skill, I do not do any extra activity. I only teach my daughter from her KG level, and now she is in fifth standard. So I read all her books. This is the one way. And I am able to speak whatever I am able to speak in front of you because of that reason only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good. However, I really like the effort that you are taking, Saraswati. However, I see a lot of potential in you. Okay. Therefore, I'm going to suggest a few things that you definitely should focus on rather than just, teaching your daughters or reading her books. Okay. So for now, I feel you are doing a fantastic job in trying to speak the language. However, there are still some grammar gaps that we can see, uh, subject verb agreement issues, sentence structure issues, right? So, what you definitely should start doing, English is not our language, it's a foreign language, right? So the more you
Yes.
speak the language, the better you become in the language. The more you listen to the language, the better become in the language, right? So it's about
Yes.
surrounding
Yes.
yourself with the language is what is required in order to get fluent with the language. Okay. So the first thing that
Yes.
you should start doing is consuming some English content every day. Now, when I say English content, I'm not talking about Indian videos that people are having conversation, because those are not vetted. You don't know whether that person is speaking correct or whether they are speaking incorrect. Also, you said that you
Yes.
do peer-to-peer conversations. They are great way of doing it, but only when you know that your language is absolutely correct and you are practicing with a peer, right? But for now, when you still
Yes.
make grammatical errors, your practice needs to be with a tutor who can give you feedback, right? So it's a good thing that you
Yes.
have chosen English Yari and you have decided to take these sessions, because here what happens, you will be on a call with a tutor one on one, and you will be undergoing various activities to speak in English. So this is a speaking practice platform. Okay. And
Yes.
the more you speak the language, the more feedback you get, the more you can work on it and you can improve your skills, right? So uh, it's a good thing that you have taken that step. And I really feel very nice whenever I see somebody recognizing what are the places that they need to improve on and taking those steps towards it. So very good job. Very nice, Saraswati.
Yes.
All
Actually,
right.
ma'am, now as
Mm-hmm.
I told you, I just started to speak this language 5 or 6 months, and now I realize that only to speak with co-learners or peer learners is not enough, because
Correct.
I was not satisfied with that, and
Mm-hmm.
and that reason I joined this English Yari,
Right,
so
right.
that
Good.
anyone can correct me at the immediately where I do mistake.
Yes, yes. That's the right mindset, and that is the correct approach of, improving your language skills. Very
I
nice.
have vocabs also, ma'am, but at the time of speaking, I am not able to use other lots of vocabs also.
Hmm. Right. That happens due to lack of practice. So once you get into the habit, once you start, the process of thinking in English, that's when you will be able to recapitulate words, use new words, new phrases, in your sentences. So it will happen over time. Don't worry, you will get there. Yeah. Okay. So Saraswati, why don't you tell me a little bit about your daughter?
Yes, my daughter is now 11-year-old, and
Mm-hmm.
just she goes in her sixth standard now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and she is also very able to speak English compared to me. And whenever I do some or make some wrong sentence, she also corrects me. Yes, and English is her favorite subject also.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Good. Okay, so all right, let me give you a little information about the English Yari platform, and then if you have any questions, we can take up those questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Saraswati, as you know, English Yari is a English speaking platform wherein you get on a call with a tutor one on one and you speak on different topics, different activities, and then the tutor gives you immediate feedback. Yeah, that's all about the platform. Now, what happens? All our sessions are for 25 minutes. Okay. So during this 25 minutes, you will definitely be receiving feedback, which is live from your tutor, and your sessions are all recorded. So once you are done with your session, you can go back to your recording to check how you did, or what mistakes you made, or what feedback your tutor gave you. You can go back and check all of that. Okay. The other thing is you also get a PDF, which is your session note. Now you can use that session note after your session to maybe do a quick reading practice or to learn new words. There are sometimes new words and sentences that are provided in the session notes, so you can use those. Okay. Apart
Okay.
from that, a good thing is the platform is open from 6 a.m. till 12 midnight. So you can select any time, you can book any slot that you are comfortable with, and you can get on to your session. There are more than 50
Mhm.
experienced tutors on the platform, and there is no compulsion that you have to select only one tutor. If you want, you can select different tutors every day, and you can conduct your sessions. Okay. So these are pretty basic information about the platform. Now, if you have any questions, I am open to your questions and to resolve your doubts.
Yes, ma'am. As
Mm-hmm.
you told, I we will get a PDF after
Mm-hmm.
booking the session. So, as I booked your session yesterday, and after booking that session, I got the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
So I go through all the PDF. So according whatever is there, you just ask according to that PDF, or you are going to do something other in the session.
So that depends from tutors to tutors. Some tutors would
Okay.
discuss the PDF or the topic that is given. For me personally, I do not follow the PDF. I conduct, 2 to 3 different activities with the learner during the session, and
Mhm.
that's how I conduct my sessions.
Okay. Means because there are some vocabs also, two idioms are there, and there is one paragraph was there, and there are some highlighted words. So I go through all the, and when I prepared well, because this is my first session, so I had that fear, whatever I don't, I have not an idea what type of question are you going to ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that PDF primarily is for your practice or your own self, practice or self learning. These sessions
Okay.
are about impromptu. If you practice and come to this session, then what's the point of having a quick conversation? How would you
Yes.
speak on the spot, right? So that's
Yes.
why
Yes.
many
Correct.
teachers, many tutors here, they tend to do their own activities or talk about different topics during the session.
And one more question, ma'am.
Sure.
Suppose I want to book one session like after 2 hour later. So is it possible I can book, because after booking the session I will got the that PDF. So I will not prepared well. So is it okay for
You do
that?
not need to prepare the PDF at all. That's the point that I'm trying to put
Okay.
across. You are not
Hmm.
supposed to prepare
Okay.
yourself with the PDF.
Hmm. I thought that without preparation, if I will talk, so it will be not beneficial for me. Is it like
Hmm.
that?
No, of course not. If you prepare and come, suppose you are learning 10 lines on a certain topic and coming for the session, and you say it out from your memory. How is it improving your language skills? How is that
Yes,
helping you become fluent in English? You are just mugging up and
yes,
repeating,
that's the
right?
point.
What other questions do you have, Saraswati?
So as I told you, ma'am, na, I read my daughter's book as well as
Mm-hmm.
I also listen, but not much. When I work in my kitchen, at that time I used to listen, or when I go for morning walk, even at that time we also used to listen English podcast. Sometimes I am very little bit spiritual type of person, so
Mm-hmm.
I listen some English videos only.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
a very good habit. If you're listening to podcast, nothing like it, because it gives you a lot of new ideas, as well as it helps you with your language. So listening to podcast or spiritual videos, everything, like any English content that you hear is going to help you. So good job that you're already doing it.
Okay. And
Okay.
in our conversation, what type of things did you find like where
So I corrected you at quite a few places. So as I said earlier, right, as I told you earlier, I corrected you in a couple of places, right? And as I told you earlier, there is a lot of grammatical error. There are a lot of sentence construction error which are still there. So if you join the platform or if you come for the sessions, then we can definitely work towards them with regular feedback, and with the rectification of those
okay,
sentences, you can get better.
okay,
Okay.
means in everyday conversation when I book session, so they will correct me, and when I do conversation next time, so I try not to do the same mistake again, and in this way I will
Yes.
improve. Is it?
Maybe this is the new platform, so probably we are facing some issues. But I will definitely check. You also check with the support team. Okay.